Good afternoon. Thank you all very much for coming. Whenever we have a case of serial sexual attacks, it is very disturbing and unsettling for our community. Obviously, as a police department, we take it very seriously. I'm pleased to tell you today that as a result of a couple of recent rapes we've had and robberies, some really, really good officers have worked a really hard, a long time and very hard to make sure that we have a suspect in custody. All the kudos in this go to our sex crimes unit, our robbery unit, the Northern Oklahoma Violent Crimes Task Force with the Marshal Service, and our Fugitive Warrant Squad. This was probably one of the best collaborations I've ever seen of investigations and apprehension. They work together seamlessly, and the suspect's now in custody. I'm now going to turn it over to Sergeant Mark Mears, who is our sex crime sergeant, and let him give you some of the details of the arrest and the crimes.
As you have already reported on, in November we had a first-degree burglary and sexual assault occur at Sugarberry Apartments, 10900 East 61st. And then in early December, there was an armed robbery that occurred at a coffee shop in the Fontana Shopping Center at 51st and Memorial. And then most recently, we had a Union High School student that was walking to school that was abducted and sexually assaulted in the area of 10700 East 71st, I believe. Prior to those incidents, we also had a first-degree burglary and assault and battery occur in the Greens of Bedford Apartments at about 6500 South 107th East Avenue. Today, in the last couple of days, sex crimes detectives developed a suspect and began following up on leads regarding that suspect. They worked together with the robbery detail and the Northern Oklahoma Violent Crimes, I know I was going to mess that up, task force, and the Ward Squad, the Violent Crime Task Force, apprehended that suspect today after he attempted to flee, and he was arrested, interviewed, and will be booked in a couple of hours. He's being charged with 1 count of kidnapping, 3 counts of forcible oral sodomy, 3 counts of sexual battery, 1 count of armed robbery, 1 count of attempted armed robbery, 2 first-degree burglaries, 1 first-degree rape, 1 assault and battery, resisting arrest, and a curfew warrant. With that, I'll open it up to any questions that you might have.
How did you guys find him?
How did we find him? We had some tips, and we've also been looking at people that lived in the particular complex that the last assault initiated from, and the warrant squad, of course, went out and did their job very well in locating him because he had been a little bit difficult to find.
Did he use the same method in all of his crimes?
There were similarities. I wouldn't want to go as far as saying he used exactly the same method, but there were similarities.
How many victims, their gender and their ages?
They're all female. As far as their ages, I don't have all of those memorized. I apologize. We can get those to you. We have 2 in the coffee shop, 1 in the Sugarberry burglary, 1 in the Greens of Bedford burglary, and 1 from Union, so 5.
Are you hoping that he's charged as an adult?
He should be charged as an adult because of he is 16, but most of these are reverse certification charges, which means that he would be charged as an adult.
Do you know if he was a student at Union by any chance?
He had been. He's not currently, I don't believe.
How did you tie him to these other cases? When he came in, did he start confessing to them?
I can't go into that. Okay, if there aren't any more questions, I appreciate y'all being here and tying this all together at once for us. And I appreciate you giving the attention to the detectives and the officers and the warrants detail that put all this together for us. Thank you.